What's up, guys? It's Mike Chong. I just want to say I hope everyone had a great holiday season, and I hope everyone has a happy new year. I apologize for not putting out a video in like a week. I've just been really busy. I've been working a lot. I've been working like my past 5 days off. I know you all CCAs are there with me, and regulars if you're a regular. But I also do want to apologize. I kind of got a head cold, so if I'm coughing a lot or clearing my throat, it's because I'm trying not to blow my nose on camera while recording this. So just bear with me, please. I'm going to try to make this as, short and sweet to the point as possible, but obviously my videos normally run like 10 minutes. So just bear with me. This video is directed more towards newly hired CCAs, newly hired people in the post office. Not really toward anyone who's applying for the post office or regulars. If you're a new regular, it could apply to you. And just in general, I just hope all this information that I'm about to give to you helps you, because I've been in communication with one particular person in general, and she's having a hard time, I know, especially during these holiday seasons, you get a little bit flustered. You're brand new. They throw you into things. Stuff happens on the route where, the vehicle breaks down. It gets stuck. Your mind is so busy at trying to remember certain things and certain how things go that you might forget sometimes to do certain things. And when stuff like that happens, the best way to kind of overcome everything is just take it as you go. If the vehicle breaks down, don't think to yourself like, oh my gosh, like I'm so far behind. Just think to yourself like, hey, I'm gonna sit here. There's nothing I could possibly do, to change this situation other than get out of the vehicle right now and start delivering on foot. There's nothing you could possibly do except for sit there and make that money. You've contacted the supervisor. You let them know your vehicle broke down or whatever the problem may be. So there's nothing else more that you could possibly do than to just sit there and make that money. We get paid by the hour. Customers stop me all the time and they're saying like, oh, I'm sorry for taking all your time and all this. And I tell them like, hey, I get paid by the hour. I'll talk to you all day if I have to, if you have a legit problem, and especially for me to correct it, because that's my job, is to correct any discrepancy that my customers have, because not only is that going to create more business for the post office, it's going to keep loyal customers, because essentially we are the face of the post office. Anyone wearing this patch right here or anything that has United States Postal Service on it, we're the face of the post office. So we're on the front lines. We're the first people the customers see, other than going into the post office and talking to a clerk and mailing out packages or anything like that. So just know, like, even your worst customers, kill them with kindness. Worst customers at all, they come up to you and they're cursing and all that. As a matter of fact, I had a lady who, first time meeting her, first time discussing anything with her, she's cussing at me. She has a big, huge problem. Like, I just killed her with kindness. And like now, me and that lady, not only does she give me a Christmas gift, but me and her have a way different relationship than what it started out to be. So just know that that customer that might be getting mad at you, they might not even be mad at you. They might be mad at someone at the regular on that route, or they might be mad at someone else who, helped them at the post office. Just kill them with kindness, because also it works out a lot better anyway, because when people know that they're not giving you that you're not giving them any of that negative attention back, it kind of might get under their skin a little bit more, and that it even might get them even more upset that you're not giving into what they're giving you. So but I kind of got off on a tangent there. This video is about how to talk to supervisors, how to treat supervisors, how to I don't want to say get what you want, but how to be more what's the word? Like effective. Being more effective with supervisors. And the first thing that I can possibly think of is anything that the supervisors want you to do. Like if they know you do not like taking pieces, they're going to give you pieces. You know, if they know you love pieces, you know, and by pieces I mean if you do your route and then they ask you to help someone, or before you leave for the day and they've split up a route and they're going to give you a piece of that route. If they know that you hate getting pieces, guess what? I'm pretty sure you're going to be getting a piece, because they're going to think to themselves like, this CCA over here doesn't ever complain about getting a piece. And this CCA right here, always complains. Let's give it to them. So that's one thing that I learned very quickly in the post office from a regular who's been with the post office for over 30 years. And if you're wanting to take leave and the supervisors know you want to take leave, guess what? They're probably, in my experience, 9 times out of 10, they're going to try and keep you from taking leave. If you're saying like, hey, I have all this leave, or like I have these couple of days, I really don't want to take it because I want to take you guys' money instead, they're going to be like, wow, whatever this guy wants off, like give it to him, because now I know he's out here to make money. You know, if you're getting ready to buy, this is funny because my friend did this when we were both CCAs and we were like the highest paid CCAs in the office. He bought a new vehicle and he came into the office and they're like, wow, I like your car. Like all the supervisors are like, postmasters are like, hey, I like your car. And he's like, yeah, I got a better car than you guys. And guess who paid for it? You guys did, because you're always giving me, you know, pieces. And then it clicked to them and they stopped giving him pieces. They stopped having him work on his days off, which they also did to me. And me and him were coming in on our days off. We were coming in on Sundays when we weren't even scheduled. And I'm not telling you all to do that, but me personally, that's what I did. You know, I made it look like I was so money hungry that they did not want to work me anymore. So any leave that I requested, they gave me off. Any Sundays that were coming around, or a day off in the week, they gave me off. So just know that and think about that when you're working with supervisors, because you'll know as soon as you get to your office whether or not regulars or CCAs tell you which supervisors are cool and which ones aren't. You know, obviously they're your supervisor, so you want to treat them with respect, you know, as much respect as you can possibly give, because I do know respect is earned, not given. So treat them with respect until they rate or warrant something other than that. So if they treat you with disrespect, hey, nip it right in the butt right there, because a lot of times what I do is I try to handle things at the lowest possible level. So if I have a problem with someone, I'm going to go straight to you. You know, I'm going to go straight to the supervisor. I'm going to allow them and give them the opportunity to handle things at their level. Now, if they don't want to, I can very easily go one step above their head. Very easily. You know, it makes no difference to me. I don't have a problem doing that at all. So that's why I give them the opportunity to fix the problem. And if that's not done, I go straight over their head. And by straight over their head, I'm meaning like I go to the shop steward. Like I start to get the union involved. If that doesn't happen, because that has happened with, you know, some union reps, is that they don't take care of the problem because sometimes they might be running deals with the supervisors. And then in that case, I go over the shop steward's head, you know. So you'll know which supervisors are looking out for you and which ones aren't. The ones that get calls, you know, from customers on the route that you've done and they're complaining about you, the supervisors that stick up for you are good. They're good to go. The supervisors who kind of take the customer's always right approach, because that might be a saying, you know, a generalized saying that goes around like the customer's always right. It's not always the case, you know, because the customer is not always correct. They don't always know, you know, the right information. Because I've had a customer call and complain like, hey, you didn't deliver the package to my house, when their neighbor who's close to them sees that the package is delivered, thinks that their neighbor is gone, goes and grabs the package from their house to hold it at their house as being a good neighbor. And then that person who the package was delivered to was actually home and comes out and sees that there's no package and then calls the post office and starts complaining, you know, when they don't know that their neighbor, as a good neighbor, just came over, and so they'll blame stuff on us. Things like that, you know. But just hang in there, guys. Hang in there, especially through your first couple of months. Hang in the post office. It's going to be hard. It's going to be a tough road. That's why I'm here to answer questions. That's why I put out my email, my Instagram, to get a hold of me better. So hit me with any questions that you all have, any problems, concerns, and good luck to anyone who's just recently joined the post office or anyone who's applying. Like, you all are in the first steps of, you know, becoming really seasoned really fast and knowing a lot in the post office, because it does not take long to get seasoned. That's why I say, if you're sticking with me, like, I thank you really, truly, from the bottom of my heart. You know, I wish I could do something for each and every one of you guys, because there's only so much information I can give, except for going into like funny stories or you know, giving funny interviews or things like that. But there's only so much really good information that I can give you until you've already had that experience and your regulars in your office are starting to talk to you and give you really good information as well. And then you don't need me anymore. So that's why I say, like, stick with me, because I will try and put out some really good information. If not really good information, some really funny stories, because I did warn you guys about my next interview, or my first interview coming. And I just want to warn you guys, like, this guy, please don't take this interview as a reflection of me, even though he is my friend. But he's like my father's age, you know, and he's my friend, which is kind of weird because, I don't know, I don't have a relationship with my father like I do with him, but he's the same age as my father, you know. But he's also really different. He comes from the Bronx. He's Chinese, Puerto Rican. But you all will know right off from the very first couple of words that he gets out that he is from the Bronx. So I'm not going to filter it out. I'm not going to tell him to be someone that he's not. I want you all to know his story, his side of how he started in the post office, because when he started is way different than it is now. And he's got a lot of good experience. I can't say really good information because he has a different approach on certain things. So anyway, this video has been long enough. I'm really sorry about getting back to you guys, you know, a week later after my past video. But Mailman Mike Chong on Instagram and mailmanmikechong@gmail.com is my email. So anyway, you all have a great rest of the day. Talk to you later.